What's going on, guys? I'm Tyler, and there is No Perfect Movie. But movies are not the only important thing in my life, as I don't think that many people really know because I don't really talk about my personal life in my videos, but I actually work as a cook for a living, and in our weekly group Zoom chats, my boss has come up with this black box challenge, kind of like the shows Chopped or Beat Bobby Flay or Guy's Grocery Games, shows which my family and I just love to sit together and watch to, where each week my coworkers and I have to use three specific ingredients and come up with a certain dish. Last week it was eggs, club soda, and ketchup, and I made what I consider to be a really good looking scrambled egg in a nest with a smile that I felt like I owed people after 5.5 years of working there. And this week was much more of a challenge. We had to use hot dogs, Tostito chips, or just plain old corn chips, and a pear, which at first I felt like I didn't have that many options, and my original plan was to make spider dogs with nachos drenched in pear salsa. And before I get too specific in what the end result ended up with, I'm going to show you firsthand how I prepared the ingredients for my salsa. Now, originally the plan was to make nachos with the pear salsa to go along with my spider dogs, but my dad, who's a huge fan of Food Network competition shows, had seen something on Guy's Grocery Games where somebody used chips as breadcrumb as opposed to panko for deep fried food, and he suggested why not deep fry something like your hot dog or these pickle chips that we bought, and I thought that'd be a nice idea. I wasn't originally gonna deep fry anything because last week a couple people that I work with had deep fried stuff, and one of them came close to accidentally burning her kitchen down. and I didn't really want to repeat that, especially when my landlords are both in here. But eventually I got more comfortable with the ideas, and the two of us began to prep our workstations, and some of this footage we didn't manage to get the entire process, and that's mostly because we were coming up with some stuff on the fly. But you know what? That's one of the great things about cooking. You never really know how your dish is going to turn out in the end, so I'm going to show you guys how we made deep fried pickle chips and a deep fried corn dog that my dad had this great idea to make for himself. I'll admit, I'm not a super big fan of pears, and this didn't really change my mind when I made the salsa, but my dad's not a fan of pears either, and he thought it was really good. So it really depends on your palate or in terms of what your taste buds are. Mine are significantly different from my folks, so that was kind of a given anyways. But I'm happy to say that deep fried pickle chips taste exactly the same way that you would want a deep fried pickle. Nice texture, nice flavor, of course, perfect seasoning. The fact that we had flour mixed in with salt and pepper definitely added the seasoning that you would expect from a pickle, and that's really all I can say. It was just really delicious. And the only real problem with the spider dog was I did let it get a little too cold by when I was prepping the other stuff, but other than that, I was really happy that it turned out so well for a first try, and yeah, I gotta say, I had a lot more fun with this dish than I thought I would. Guys, thanks as always for watching. Sorry for the delay with the reviews, but I did get busy with some other stuff, and I thought I'd make up for that by showing a video that kind of illustrated some of the things I've learned from work, and I've always wanted to give that a try. I was going to give that a try on my week off, which was the week that we got the stay-at-home order. I was really looking forward to making videos where I got to binge with Babish on some other stuff, but we still got plenty of time. Either way, thanks as always for watching. Be sure to stay tuned for more reviews, and be sure to like and subscribe. Take care.